Alrighty, a little end of the year Lions, and obviously everybody knows the result of the game. Great start, not a great finish. So I thought I would take a look at what happened down the stretch. So this is the last drive of the first half in which they ended up kicking a field goal, and then into the second half, and all the little things that make the big difference, right? In a game that's really close, and them not being able to kind of fight the momentum of the 49ers. Let's just take a look at some of the little things. Okay, so these are just little things that I ask myself. So as we come back, we're actually going to run mirrored routes here. So it's simply just a corner, and they're going to run a swing here. They're going to motion across, and they're going to run the out and the corner here. And then Amon-Ra St. Brown is going to run the shallow route over to the backside. So again, a question that I ask. If you come back and you see San Francisco go to a two-high shell, okay? Two-high shell. Now, either one of these concepts, they're basically the same, right? High-low off of a corner if it's cover two. Okay, so it's easy to say as a quarterback, hey, just pick a side. Well, I'm going to say, yeah, pick a side based on the best look side. So the first thing I'm going to say is, to me, always easier to throw a short side corner route than it is a wide side corner route, a long corner route, because what it does is it gives this corner the ability to play both of these much better than you can on the backside. The backside, the switch happens sooner. You can get the ball to the receiver quicker. When you got to throw it a long distance, this corner down here can kind of bait you into both. And let me show you what I'm talking about. Keep your eyes down there and watch the corner. The corner here kind of hesitates there, but because it's such a long throw on this particular play, it's hard for Jared Goff to fit this ball in here. Now, maybe he should have just taken this one right here because there's a little bit of space, but the corner starts to settle a little bit, and with this long throw, there's just really no opportunity whatsoever to get that, okay? On the backside, what happens is this switch happens sooner, and the ball can get up and down sooner. Now, difference is, if you go to the backside, what you realize is they didn't play cover two. They actually played man here, and then he matches to the back, okay? So, wouldn't have been necessarily the best combination, although a corner route can be good against man. But the other aspect that I would say is, if all things are equal, I would go to the side where my shallow is coming. So if I don't like what's going on there, I can replace to the shallow. And so I've got a third guy in a check down coming to that area. So now on the backside, we go man, and there's nobody on the front side playing man. They're playing zone over here. So what would have happened is, you watch this thing play out, you read the high-low on the backside, oh, it's man both spots. Now what? Look at that right there. The shallow's coming to your area, so you're giving yourself an advantage. Short side, easier throw. Shallow coming to the short side gives you an extra element there where you have a high-low on the corner, or if they void that area, you've got the shallow right in front of you in which you can come to instead of having to kind of force one of these throws. If he's looking the other direction, I don't know, there's pressure here, but this is a much easier throw to make than trying to make a corner with guys in your face. But again, it's just the why. Why do we go to the wide side? Okay, we go to the wide side. We're also going to a tight end that's running the corner route. So these guys on the back end don't respect that quite as much as they might respect Amon-Ra St. Brown on the other side. But it's just one of those questions I ask. Why not go to the short side and the side where the shallow's coming? So you don't like it over here, they match to it, you replace right underneath here, and we've got a completion here instead of the throwaway. All right, again, little things. We come back here, and look at this. We're running a deep hook right here with our receiver. That's open right there. That's a big chunk throw right here, but the little things. We lose the one-on-one to Bosa, back to the inside. Montgomery, you would have loved to seen him right here chip and help get a shot down the field, but he doesn't help. He runs by it. Boom, Bosa's in the lap of our quarterback right here, and we get a sack. Little things, right? It's each play, different little things that affect the outcome. Now this one was just beautiful. So we're going to run a play here. We're going to run a corner. We're going to run an out. And then we're going to run what I call a pepper route. So it's a post to the backside corner. And then we're going to run a cross and a leak to this side. So everything's coming to the left here. So normally we're going to read this. Normally in a normal situation, he might just take this one right now because that's number one. But in this particular case, what I think he's doing is he sees this safety drop down and he's trying to get that safety to go down and get this shot up over the top. But nice read by Jared. This guy decides to go back on the post and he drops this in here. This is a 3rd and long situation. Great throw after the sack, after those situations to set them back up and give them a chance to score here at the end of the first half. Missed opportunity right here. Love the play design. Okay, so the play design here, we actually saw the Ravens run something similar to this where last week they ran outs and verticals, outs and verticals, and they were doing the same sort of thing. They were trying to grab 3 guys with their 2 guys on both sides. Then they ran the quarterback draw here, down the middle of the field and scored. So the Lions are going to do something similar here where they're going to run a curl in and out, curl in and out. And so the idea is if you get quarters, the same sort of thing. Once number 2 goes to the flat, these safeties look up the number 1 player right there. So it's great. We come back, if it's me, because what we're going to do is we're going to leak Jahmyr Gibbs out here and get him one-on-one with Fred Warner and try to get him on this middle route right here. So you come off as a quarterback, and to me, I always like to look at the front side guy, the guy that is to the side of the back. But either way, you can look at the backside guy, see if he goes, so you know you have a chance to bend it. But we're going to look at those safeties and see if they do what we expect them to do. Both of them do. You see it? He turns and opens there. He turns and opens there. We get exactly what we want on Fred Warner right here. Now, he's a really good player, but we get what we want. And right here, we got exactly what we want. We've got the whole middle of the field wide open with Jahmyr Gibbs. A little bit of pressure here, and it forces Jared Goff off his spot, and you see how he's throwing it. He's throwing it falling away. His body isn't going towards the ball. His body falls this direction. I'm going to bet you that the ball ends up to the left of his receiver here, which it does, wide left. But you just look at this. What a perfect play call, a perfect play design. All I need right here is just a lob up somewhere where Jahmyr Gibbs can catch it. Missed an opportunity. Great play design. Good route. Missed opportunity right there, okay? And the reason we show that is because they end up kicking a field goal on this drive instead of getting a touchdown. What difference does that make? I have no idea in the course of the game, but you have to believe that is a huge difference in those 4 points right there, okay? We come back on this play again, and we're going to run the same idea, the corner and the out right here, okay? First thing that I say down here in the tight red zone is windows are already tighter. Space is already limited down here. When we run this, what I want you to see is look at Jahmyr Gibbs. He pushes all the way up. So he pushes up 5 yards before he breaks out. And then you've got the corner over the top of him. Okay, why is that important? Because this corner doesn't have to make a decision until that back gets outside of him. Once that back gets outside of him and he loses leverage, he's got to make a decision on whether he wants to go back and cover the deep one or whether he wants to cover the shallow one. Well, here, we're pushing up so deep that look how he plays both. Jared's ready to throw this football, and that corner still has leverage on both of these guys, and we can't fit it in there. Okay, Kurt, what would you do different? What would I do different? Down here in the red zone, send Jahmyr Gibbs to the flat right now. Send him to the flat right now. Because if he gets outside this corner who's jamming Laporta here, boom, put the ball on him, and there's nobody left for the touchdown. If we go right to the flat and this guy comes off him right now and turns his hips, now what do we have? Now we've got a window to throw the ball to Laporta right there. So if he's out here, this guy has to make a decision. If he keeps his hips this way, we're throwing the flat and he's scoring. If he turns his hips and turns them this way, right here, out of the break, we're driving that throw and we've got a touchdown right there. Details, down in the red zone changes from what you would do out in the field. Okay, Look at this. Originally, what do we see? We see man-to-man coverage. Looks like they're playing man. San Francisco did a nice job with this all day. Looks like we're in man coverage. What are they going to do with the snap? On the snap, see it. Boom, rotation. Okay, they rotate to cover 2. Okay, the way they play cover 2 down here, safety, they play Tampa 2. So that means he's supposed to be as deep as the deepest down the middle of the field. Great play call down here again. We're going to go up over the top. Fred Warner takes it. We're going to replace him with our receiver right there. So watch to the front side. Boom. Look at that. Look at that. If we don't like it backside, if we see the cover 2 rotation right there, look at the high-low we have right here. But look at the touchdown. Easy throw, pitch and catch for a touchdown. Details, details, details. Details on the right route to the top. Could have got us a touchdown. Details with Jared going, oh, it's cover 2. Let me read the high-low down the middle of the field. Could have got us a touchdown. End up settling for 3, as I said. The little things. All right, look at this. I want you to watch Dre Greenlaw right here. We're going to come and play and run a play fake here. And then we're going to run this concept that I call Poco. Post, corner, right here. Watch Dre Greenlaw. Watch on the play fake. Boom, look at him come up. Okay, he comes up on the play fake. Bang, bang, right there. Okay, so you think you get him to come up that much. We're going to have a win here on the corner. Watch him come back and cover. Look at him. Knows where he's going, reads it, cuts it off, and makes this have to be a perfect throw right there. I mean, you're saying to yourself at this point, that's a win. That's a win. We're going to throw that. We're going to have a big play. Who knows? A good throw. Maybe we're on a touchdown. Great play by Dre Greenlaw to come back and make this a perfect throw up over the top. They missed that opportunity right there. Okay, so it's the same drive, obviously, that comes back to the 4th and 2. Okay, so the 4th and 2, they're going to run a combination of routes. So here, he pushes up and he runs to the corner. They ran this a lot. Okay, Laporta here is going to run the hook, and then a favorite play of theirs, Amon-Ra is going to run the end. So it's a wrap concept to the front side. On the back side, they're going to run curl. Okay, so they're going to push this guy up again. Going to see him push up to the 5 yards. So it's almost as if they're running a choice route with a curl back behind it. Again, I would rather have him go straight to the flat on curl so we can clear that guy out of there and I can know where I'm going. But what I want you to see on this play is that San Francisco is going to go back to a 1 high. Okay? A 1 high. So they have 1, 2, 3, 4 defenders underneath on this side. So the key defender is going to be this guy right here. Okay, why is he the key defender? Because we're going to run curl flat. Okay, so we're going to clear out those 2 guys, and this is the guy. So if my flat is covered by this outside linebacker, then it's a free throw to the curl unless this guy moves underneath it. Okay, by the same token, we're going to run a hook and an in, which gives us a high-low or an in and out on Fred Warner, unless Dre Greenlaw comes to this side and takes the other one away. So, key on this play, because of how we're running it, the tight split that we have up here on the top, see Dre Greenlaw. What does Dre Greenlaw do on this play? Watch him. Boom. Where's he go? He goes with the eyes of Jared Goff. So he moves in this direction. This is what ultimately makes this throw, and obviously the pressure from Nick Bosa makes this throw go wide. But as he's stepping up, Dre Greenlaw goes over that direction. So you see as we play it through, right? So now we're throwing it to the outside. We're a little bit off because of our feet as well. And yeah, it could have been caught, right? Reynolds coming back this way, has to adjust out to the ball this way, hit him in both hands, could have been caught. But look at that throw right there. You know, if you're going to that side, if you read Dre and you move him left and then you come back to the right, there's a throw to the right-hand side too. But again, Nick Bosa creating some pressure, throwing it off, which is enough to throw this play a little bit off. But just, again, understanding the little details of who can take away the curl on the backside. Dre Greenlaw. If he stays front side, it's a given. I got one of the 2 on the backside. If he works to the backside, now you may want to come to the front side and try to get that high-low on the end, because all you need is 2 yards for the first down. We don't get it. No points on that particular drive. Okay, so you see the Lions like to run the same sort of plays over and over again. So it's going to be out, corner. They're going to bring a shallow here, and then they're going to come back with the in. So it's everything coming to the left-hand side again. So again, these are the little things that make such a huge difference. This is a second down play. Okay, so Jared reads this well. Feels like this guy comes down. This guy has leverage. They jump the shallow. He gets to Laporta right here. Now you look at this play with Fred Warner running and chasing the shallow, and you say to yourself, man, this should be an easy completion right here. Okay? But watch Laporta. Laporta does a nice job is that he gets there, he settles. He settles in the hole. Like, look, Jared, I'm wide open. There's nobody within 10 yards of me right here. Okay? Jared throws him inside. Throws him inside. Ball goes inside. Safety comes from the backside. Boom. Knocks the football out of Laporta's hands right there. Game of inches. The difference between winning and losing in these games, keeping a drive going, scoring points, is the little things. Right? I don't know if he's supposed to settle or not settle. But the quarterback and the receiver did not see it the same way. And not seeing it the same way, throwing him inside leads to the ball being knocked out. Incompletion on second down, which ultimately leads to us to that big third down. And we all saw this one. Great read here by Jared Goff. Okay, so we're having the quick cross coming right here. First thing you're going to read is you're going to read the backside guys. See them all? They're all down in tight man-to-man coverage. So as soon as that happens, I know the big window, the easiest throw is right here. Great read by Jared Goff. Comes back. Boom, ball on the money. Oh my gosh, you got to make that catch. Got to make the catch and keep the chains going. Well, once again, it's somebody on every play that's a little bit off. Missing pressure, right? Missing the protection up front. It leads to a sack. Jared a little bit off, throwing him inside instead of slowing him down because he's settled in that hole. Knocked the ball out. Oh, receiver drops the ball. Little pressure up front on that 4th and 2. Forces me to move. All kinds of little things were the difference. Okay, here's another one, the flea flicker. Now, I thought at first, I'm like, I couldn't believe Jared threw this because you got the safety back here playing this. I thought, oh man, he's going to take this ball and get the interception right here. But as we play this through, this ball now, boom, right there. He gets contacted right there before the ball gets there. But this ball goes right between both hands. Tough catch? No doubt. Tough catch. But those are plays you got to make. Got to make the tough catches. Ball in between your hands on the flea flicker. Boom, ball hits the ground. We don't get points again there. Okay, so we come back. Same drive. What do we got? Same play. Boom, boom. Now they're coming across. So it's, again, that pure progression, starting to the left, reading back to the right, high, low, off the get-go. And here we are, second down. Boom, there's the throw. Easy throw, easy pitch and catch. We got to complete it. Got to complete this throw right here. We miss it. We miss it, okay? So the next play, they come back. I don't have it on here, but the next play they come back and they throw it out to Amon-Ra St. Brown, and they pick up 8 yards, 7 yards, and so it's 4th and 3, right? So we get that first completion. We get the second completion. We've already got a first down. We're going. Missed the first one. Get the second one. Now it's 4th and 3. Now, can't see this on my tape, but as we start to play this here, what you can notice here is that Dre Greenlaw is walking inside with Jahmyr Gibbs here. And so what does that mean? That means that Jahmyr Gibbs started outside and Dre Greenlaw started outside with him. Okay? And then Jahmyr Gibbs comes inside and you have Dre Greenlaw match him inside. So normally what that says to us as a quarterback is they're playing man-to-man coverage, right? When they match a linebacker outside to a running back, that means man-to-man coverage. So that's why they were doing that little movement to see if they have man-to-man coverage. So when they get that, you can see right at the top of this, sorry, it's just where my tape cuts off. You see right there, Jared Goff is going to his helmet, touching his helmet with both hands. He's saying, alert, alert, alert. Whatever play we had on, it's man coverage. We're going to a man play right here is what you assume is going to happen. On the snap, boom, they drop to cover 2. This guy drops off into the corner. Fred Warner drops to the middle. They're playing zone right now. Now, I'm not really sure the full play here. A lot of people will run what we call a mesh play right here. So it's shallow, shallow, and then a guy on the second level. It looks kind of like that's what they're trying to run right here. But what happens is You run this against zone, we got a zone defender here, and usually this guy here in the middle, although Amon-Ra is kind of running out the backside, so I'm not really sure what the entirety of the play is, but they thought they were going to get man. San Francisco gave them the look of man and then played cover 2. Don't have a cover 2 beater, or I shouldn't say they don't have one, but recognizing that if you're Jared Goff, they end up having a high-low here with the shallow in the end, probably where he should go against zone coverage, but you see it, kind of a jailbreak up front, again, on 4th down, and that's before anything comes open, and now he's just trying to create and miss. So a missed opportunity on 2nd down, or 1st down, whatever that was to Gibbs, leads to a 4th and 3, and a missed opportunity again. Okay, then we get down into the red zone late in the game, and obviously they're down 10 at this point, but they need to score. And they've got 3 timeouts left, and they need to score down here, okay? So they're going to run simply a quick out here to Ferkser, and we're going to clear this out. And what I want you to watch is this safety here, because it's almost as if they're playing a blitz 0 right here, where they're bringing everybody in pressure, and they're trying to combo this here. But they don't combo it very well, and Ferkser catches the ball here. Now, I was calling this game in person, and it looked to me like when Ferkser got it, he thought somebody was going to be coming down on him, and his first responsibility was to get out of bounds and stop the clock. But I just want you to watch when he catches this. Look at this right here. Look at this. If he is aware of what's going on, or if he's telling himself, and again, I get it, right? You're caught between 2 things. I got to get out of bounds. I can't get tackled in bounds. I don't really know where the defender is. So when I catch it, get to the sideline. But it just so happens that they didn't play it very well, and Ferkser's got all this room. He should turn this into a touchdown right here, but he's late reacting because he thought he was going to have to go out of bounds. He tries to slow down, and then he steps out of bounds at the 2 and doesn't get in. Okay? It's a little thing. It's a little thing. But why is it a big thing in this game? Because what we all remember is what? They end up running the ball on 3rd down. Now, again, I don't know why they did that. But they did that. They used up one of their timeouts, and it came down to an onside kick. If they score on that play right there, they have all 3 timeouts left. They can kick the ball deep and try to stop the 49ers and have one more possession to possibly tie the game up and take it into overtime. So little details right there that make a huge difference. Okay? Here's another one. We come down here, 1st or 2nd down. We run what we call sprint right option. Okay? So we go here, and then he's going to come to the flat. We're trying to create a little bit of a rub, and then we're coming back inside, and then the option part of it is this guy pushes up, and he goes to the back area of the end zone. He settles here. If he's got man-to-man and doesn't like it, the option becomes he bounces back outside, okay? So this isn't easy by any means. You're rolling. You're looking for the flat. Don't have it, okay? You don't have the flat. Once you don't have the flat, you peek back into this area right here. Look at this right here. If we're ready, and we're coming out quick, there's a throw. There's a throw right there. There's a throw right there to his deep receiver on the option portion of it, right on the numbers, but you got to be ready. You got to come out and say, hey, it's going to happen right now. It doesn't. Be ready for the 2nd level. Be ready to drive it in there if you're Jared. Not really ready on that one. The return, and we got to throw this ball away, and that's how we finish the game. We run on 3rd down, don't get it. We throw the touchdown on 4th down, but then it becomes an onside kick. But that's all stuff in the last drive of the 1st half and the 2nd half. Details, 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 details. You got to be on top of them against good football teams in big moments if you want to advance on.